Scott Jenkins here with Tim Constantine.
From the Capitol Hill Show on the Washington Times. How are you, Scott?
We're at the Verizon Center, where the AIPAC convention just had three candidates speaking, Republican candidates. Were you here this morning, Tim?
I was. I was here last night for Joe Biden. I was here this morning for Hillary Clinton, and all three Republicans tonight.
Did it take three Republicans to balance out one Hillary Clinton?
No, of course I may be biased, but I think we did A-OK. It certainly brought us back into the realm of reality.
Uh-huh. What was it like with Hillary this morning?
It was interesting because it was, last night it was a huge ovation with Biden, and he's very charismatic, and the crowd certainly enjoyed that. I would say there was good applause with Hillary, but it was polite applause as much as anything. And I think I expected more of an ovation for her and throughout her comments.
Huh. Considering that the majority of people here are Democrat,
exactly.
How did you feel that they reacted tonight to the Republican candidates?
I thought Kasich did very well, although, and I think he hit all the right points. I thought Ted Cruz was probably interrupted more than anyone else by applause. He had some great lines in there. And then Trump was Trump.
What does that mean?
Well, Trump's in a class of his own. He's certainly has an appeal to a certain segment, but you almost heard there was laughter, there were occasional groans, there were reactions, but it was not all applause.
How do you feel that the candidates have addressed the issue of Islamic, Ted Cruz said radical Islamic terrorism. How do you think they address the issue of jihadism and Islamism as a threat to the West?
Well, I think they all staked out pretty clear lines on that. I think the question really is, where have they been in the past? It's easy to stand in front of 18,000 cheering people and say something they all want to hear.
Like Hillary did?
Like Hillary did, but when you look at her record as Secretary of State, for example, does that align with what she did today, on the stage? Not really. So I think that's where you've got to look. Who's always been there, and who's come around because they'd like your vote now.
Are you inferring that Ted Cruz has been there?
I'd say Ted Cruz has been there. I would say you could make an argument that Donald Trump has been, even in his private life, an advocate, although I don't know that he understands the issues as well. I think when he talks about Palestine and talks about everything, it's clear he doesn't have the same grasp of the facts. And I think John Kasich probably isn't as strong as the others, but he's still certainly an advocate, and I think some of the work he's done in Ohio and elsewhere demonstrates that.
Do you feel that the Jewish crowd here can overlook their aversion to Ted Cruz's opposition to abortion and other conservative Christian positions sufficient to address his good support for Israel and America against the jihad?
You know, it's like anything. I joke and I say I don't agree with my wife on 100% of the items. I'm certainly not going to agree with the presidential candidate on 100%. So different people have to determine what is their top priority and work down from there. So if the state of Israel and its relationship with the United States is the top priority, I think Ted Cruz is your top candidate. I think if pro-abortion is your top choice, then probably Ted Cruz isn't.